Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us for Access City Council. I'm your host, City of Las Vegas Communications Director, David Riggleman. Coming up on this show, the city is offering a second round of grant money for small businesses impacted by COVID-19, and Share Village receives a generous donation to help those in need. Of course, the councilwoman who represents Ward 2 is Victoria Seaman. She joins me now. Councilwoman, welcome back to the program. How are you?
Great. Thank you for having me.
We're surviving the heat, I think. It's definitely summertime.
Surviving everything.
Exactly, and it's been quite a year. Yeah, you can tell it's a COVID-19 year because you can see how far apart we're sitting here on the set. But we're talking about COVID-19 and everything else going on within Ward 2. But you know Ward 2 very, very well. It's our stomping ground. I live out there too. But if you don't know where Ward 2 is or exactly what the boundaries are, well, we're going to show you right there. It's the area, of course, with the big 2 on it. Basically, it's the area west of the Rainbow Curve. If you live in that area or work in that area, then you are in the city limits of the city of Las Vegas. And for the last year, you have been represented by Victoria Seaman if you are a resident out there. Congratulations on your milestone, 1 year in office.
Thank you. It's been an adventurous year,
Yes,
I should say.
Yeah. Your chief of staff, Dave McGowan, said that 1 year felt like 3. I think it's been that way for all of us. You know, 2020 has not been the easiest year any of us have faced.
It's been a tough year, but I think here at the city, we've managed to do a good job.
Yep. We've stepped up. We really have.
We did
through
step
all this.
up,
Yeah.
and we've worked through it using social distancing, and we've managed to take care of our constituents. I have to say kudos to the city.
And to you as well. You posted this on Twitter. In fact, you said, 1 year ago today, I had the honor of being sworn in as the Las Vegas councilwoman for Ward 2. And first few months, not too eventful, and then all hell broke loose after that. For 2020, but you've handled it really well for somebody who is relatively new, not new to understanding how the political process works. You'd been in the legislature, but certainly new to the city council, and you just kind of hit the ground running in a year when it really needed to happen.
And it's very different than the legislature, I have to say, and I love the support system here at the city. I miss this, though. I miss that we get to go down and honor people and recognize them.
It's weird to see everybody close together like that, too. It's kind of jarring. That's how we used to do it before the whole social
and our council meetings are completely different. I do miss that, and I'm hoping that, you know, in the near future that we'll be able to recognize people in the ward and people in the city again and really kind of get to be with them in council.
Yeah. Of the first year in office, what are some of your impressions? Some of the things that you've been happy to see, some of the things that you just feel like we got to keep working on. What are some of your impressions after a year?
Well, first of all, like I said earlier, I think with the city, I'm very impressed with how the city all work together to get things done. There's such a support system here. And what I've seen both in my ward and across the city is that when we have a project, it actually gets done on time, in a timely manner. When we have a problem, whether it be a street light or it doesn't matter what it is, a crosswalk, the city is on it. I mean, again, we have a great support system. We have a great support system within our office, but the entire city, we work together to help people. And I think that what I've been impressed most by is how we as a city handled the COVID situation with our directors, our managers, the council folks. And we've been working through it, whether we were working and answering phones at home or whether we were in the office. We came together as a city.
We had to.
And we've gotten more calls from, you know, about state issues and everything else because we were the folks that people were able to get a hold of.
Exactly. We were actually answering the phone and answering our emails. Exactly right. You know, Councilwoman, I think one of the things that certainly has been my impression of you in your first year in office is just how accessible you've been to the constituents, especially at a time, like you say, we were trying to social distance and try to keep as many people out of the office as we could at a time. And it was a whole new challenge. We're trying to do telecommuting where we could. And you guys didn't miss a beat. In fact, you continued to let people know, hey, if you need something, I'm here, my staff's here, we're available to you out there. And
thank you. It's the dedication of myself and my staff. We're public servants. That's the job that we signed up to do, and that's the job that we take pride in doing that. And like I said, it's not just me, it's my staff. I mean, we love what we do, and I think it shows.
Yeah. Anchored by Dave McGowan and Bree Ramirez. Yeah, they do a great job for sure. So, Councilwoman, one of the signature things that you've done in the ward is really try to focus on small business. We got some news out there, and this is really important. We have a small business city grant program. This is our second round. If your business has been impacted by COVID-19, and who hasn't, we've got about, Councilwoman, about $2 million available in CARES Act money that we're going to distribute to small businesses impacted here within the city limits, not just in Ward 2, but within the city.
Right,
so.
And as you said, this is our second round. So, folks, if you are interested in this, you need to reach out right away because the money goes fast.
Yeah.
One of the businesses that we just recently went out to film for our Small Business Sunday, it was fortunate to get money in the first round, and they put plexiglass out through their business. So I really encourage small, businesses to get in touch with us because it's a grant. They don't have to pay it back.
No, it's exactly right. It's money available. If you had to, as Councilwoman said, get plexiglass screens, if you needed masks, some kind of other PPE, or if you needed disinfectant or hand sanitizer or whatever it might have been to keep your business open or to reopen your business, you're probably eligible. So again, you can go on our website, lasvegasnevada.gov/coronavirus. The information is on there. You can see if you qualify, and of course the Councilwoman's office make themselves available. We'll have that information before the end of the show. If you have some questions, we're happy to answer those for you to kind of point you in the right direction. So, but again, the key thing here is don't wait to look into this because the money is going to go really fast. It always does. $2 million sounds like a lot of money, but when you're talking about helping many, many businesses, it's going to go very quickly.
Across the city,
Yeah. So you've been told, please get out there and sign up if you're eligible. So take a look. And then we talked about Small Business Sunday. You tweeted this. You said, I'm very excited to start our Small Business Sundays back up because during COVID-19, so many businesses closed. Your Small Business Sunday feature kind of went on hiatus, but it's back now. Tell everybody what the Small Business Sunday, if they're not familiar, what this is, what this segment is on social media.
So we encourage any and all businesses in Ward 2 to just reach out to my office, whether it be through social media, calling, emailing, and we are happy to come out and film 2 to 3 minutes on your business and post it on all our social media and our YouTube channel. Because for me, coming from the business sector, I understand the challenges of businesses, and now with COVID, I mean, so many businesses really suffered. And so what we offer in our office is we'll come out and we'll film you to let people know, like you and I have talked about. We don't know all the businesses in Ward 2.
No, and we live there. It's in our backyard, but you sometimes just don't know what's there.
Right, and it doesn't cost you anything. We're doing this as your councilwoman just to let people know, and anyone in Ward 2 can reach out to us. And we also send a monthly birthday postcard out. And if you are one of those folks that would like us to give a discount or mention your business, we do that as well with no cost to the business. And so as part of my job as a councilwoman, I support the constituents, I support the businesses. We just want to help.
Yeah, exactly. The Small Business Sunday segment is you carry it on your social media pages, and like I say, I am a resident of Ward 2. Many of the businesses that you featured, I mean, I live right near them, but didn't really know anything about them or what they did or the services they offered.
Right.
But until I watched the segment, it's like, well, heck, that's just down the road here. I should go check this place out.
And a lot of times we go across town because we didn't know we had
didn't know
one
that
in
they
Ward
were
2.
right there. Yeah.
And there's so many interesting businesses. So we're happy to do it again because during COVID we took a hiatus. And didn't want to advertise those businesses when they were closed.
Yeah, exactly.
So we just waited until they opened up, and now we're doing it. So we're really excited about that program. It's a great program.
So if you'd like to be featured, as Councilwoman said, contact her office, 229-2420, or you can send an email to ward2@lasvegasnevada.gov. She and her great staff will follow up with you, and you might just find yourself a star of social media because the segments have been really good. Not earth-shatteringly long or anything like that, 2-3 minutes, but really educational, good information about what the business does, where it's located, hours, costs.
Yeah, casual interview. Just a casual interview. There's no rehearsing. We just ask you a few questions about your business. You let people know how they can find you. And it's just, I think it's a great program.
Great, I've learned a lot. Just many cool businesses in there that I didn't know. I didn't know they were literally within a couple miles of my house. So anyway, check it out. It's good stuff. And then speaking of small businesses, you tweeted this: congratulations to a Ward 2 local business, the Coder School, on their grand opening of their second location. Now, these guys were featured on Small Business. And then they went on to open a second location, not even in the city, right?
Right, in Henderson. And what's so nice about this program is the relationship that these folks now have with me as their councilwoman, because a lot of people don't even know who their councilwoman is. But when I come out and get to know you and your business and we have this relationship, then if you have any issues or concerns, I'm here to help. My staff accompanies me to film these businesses.
They're familiar with what you do.
They're familiar, they really appreciate that. And I really appreciate getting to know all those different businesses so I can be there to help them.
Well, congratulations to the Coder School, because they opened 2 locations during a pandemic.
Wow,
so, that's pretty cool. Difficult, but
for parents out there, check it out. They have great things where they teach your kid coding. It's an amazing program, amazing school.
And computers, obviously, I think they're probably going to stick around a little while. Much my hunch. And it's these folks get kids into the nitty gritty of how to write code, which is the key to all things computer.
To everything. That's right.
Well, it's pretty cool that they were able to move forward when so much is closed, but kudos to them. Good stuff. And then, Councilwoman, you tweeted this out. You said, thank you for joining us for the Alliance for Education and Liberty's reading of the Declaration of Independence. Now, this was something that you guys did on the 4th of July, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So we read the Declaration of Independence at the Police Memorial Park, and it was so beautiful because it's situated a little bit high where we could see the fireworks from afar. Right. So it was really, really beautiful when you're hearing the fireworks and seeing them and reading the Declaration of Independence.
And I noticed that you got some of the paragraphs that are maybe lesser known when I was watching it, but you did a good job because Thomas Jefferson didn't write like we speak today, but you got through it very well, I thought. So
thanks.
Good stuff. That's a nice tradition.
It is.
Did they do that every year? Is that?
I think she might have missed one year due to a death in the family, but I've read that declaration in her events for probably 4 or 5 years now.
That's interesting. It's a good tradition.
It
was the day that it was signed, and of course it started the whole thing in 1776, but it started with that document telling England we're going our own way here.
And it's a beautiful document.
It is.
And I don't think a lot of people have read it.
I don't think so. I certainly not the whole thing. We've read, we hold these truths to be self-evident.
Yes.
We know that part, but the rest of it, and you didn't get to read that part.
No.
you had all the other aspects that Thomas Jefferson had thrown in there. And he was obviously a very educated man and very articulate, but certainly didn't write the way we talk today. So,
That's right.
But you did great.
So
it's a history lesson too. So. And then around that same time, a couple days before, we were really worried about fireworks safety. Every year we hear about somebody's house being, set on fire by illegal fireworks, or someone being critically injured from illegal fireworks. So you and a couple of council members, Councilman Knudsen, Councilwoman Diaz, took part in a news conference over at the Las Vegas Fire and Rescue Training Center to remind everybody of a couple things. One, fireworks safety, and you're going to see how dangerous illegal fireworks can be here in a moment. But also, two, if you're going to celebrate, remember it's during a pandemic, social distance, spread out, be careful.
Right.
As you can see, you've got your mask there.
And we talked about dog safety because they get frightened during that time.
Exactly. Our dog, she's not afraid of much, but she's afraid of fireworks. So, and look at this, folks.
Wow.
That's a watermelon. Imagine that in your hand.
And that was a very small illegal firework.
Exactly. That was the whole point.
Yeah.
Now, these are legal fireworks right here, the safe and sane. But you know what? If you're not careful with these,
you could hurt yourself.
Absolutely. Look at this.
Yeah, for sure.
Get that on your clothes or near a youngster.
And when they burn out, they are still quite dangerous.
Exactly. And you know what, Councilwoman, that is a great point, because every year someone will take those, throw them into the trash, and not do what our firefighters are doing here, dousing it and letting it soak for a long time.
Right.
And then their trash can catches fire, catches the house on fire, and we've had that happen year after year after year. So be careful. Yeah, it was a good message. It was a good message that day.
Yeah, it was really important that we did that press conference.
And the illegal fireworks, we got to work on that as a community. They can really be
dangerous,
crazy some years. Yeah, it's just they're going off everywhere. People are shooting them right next to houses, next to trees, next to each other. It can be a dangerous thing. So just be careful and follow the rules. We're all going to be safer. So, and every year we have great displays somewhere that you can go out and check out.
Yes.
So good stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway. And then, Councilwoman, you're just very involved in the community, you and your staff. The Carefree Senior Living Apartments, they had a need. This is very interesting. Now, walk us through this. You have a person who serves as your senior advisor.
That's correct.
And he came to you with a need,
Vito. He is amazing. He is so involved with the senior community, and he's my eyes and ears.
Yeah.
And he called our office and said, this facility desperately needs masks and senior living.
Yeah.
So we brought them, I think, 100 or 200 masks.
Wow.
And we're happy to answer that call to them. So
it's a vulnerable population.
It is.
So if they've got need, you want to make sure it gets taken care of. So that's great.
Yes.
Stepped up there, and you didn't slow down. Share Village, it used to be Veterans Village.
Right.
Arnold Stock. You put out a call for water. They needed water donations, and look at this, everybody.
Yeah, I can't believe how many people step up to the plate when we put that call out on our social media, and people are so willing to help. They just need to know what is needed, and I think during this time people want to help. So these people, there's been several people that from my social media wrote me and said, I'm going to deliver water today. And they don't just bring a couple of cases, they bring like pallets of water.
I know, that's incredible.
So I just think that folks out there have been incredible during this time of COVID.
I think so often we will remember where there's conflict and strife, but it's a reminder that there are a lot of good folks in our community that are willing to step up. You need water. Here's some pallets of water we're bringing. You need masks, I'll get them for you. I'll make sure you're covered. And that's the part of Las Vegas that I really love, is that there's a lot of people in our community that just step up when needed and when called upon. And
we have a great community.
We really do. We really do. Case in point there. So Arnold Stock, the founder of Veterans Village, now Share Village, wonderful facilities that house homeless veterans, and he's branching out now to help just everyone. Yeah,
he's a guy who doesn't stop.
He does not.
Arnold Stock is my hero. Yeah. He just keeps going, and I don't know if he sleeps.
He's a former city employee. Did you know that?
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
And he just.
I've gotten to know him very well.
Yeah, he's really an asset in our community and made a huge difference. We were able to achieve what was called functional zero within the homeless veteran population, meaning we had facilities available for all of the homeless veterans that were in our community. It's really because of Arnold Stock.
Yeah.
The White House honored them for the work that they had done, because that is a huge accomplishment, to be able to say, for all of our homeless vets, if you need help, there is a place for you. That's an incredible accomplishment.
That is incredible.
Yeah. And now he's branched out to help the entire homeless population.
Yes.
So,
and he's doing a great job.
Yeah, it's a obviously a big undertaking. So he's working away at it. And Councilwoman, you had tweeted this, you posted this on Twitter. I have the utmost respect and appreciation for the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department for the amazing job they do for our community. And so you helped get them something that they need. I didn't understand the connection with Metro and microphones, but help me out. Help me understand this a little bit. But you got them some mics that they needed, right?
Yes, we had done an event together, and we were using our mics, and one of the sergeants mentioned to me, oh, those are really, really great. And I said, you don't have any for your social media? And they said, no. I said, well, you'll have them. We ordered them for them, and then when they came in, we went over there to deliver them, and they appreciated it so much. And they do so much outreach to the community.
They do. First Tuesday every month.
Right. And so it was just a little thing, but it will really give them the opportunity to really do more things, social media.
That's the new Summerlin Area Command where you're located there. They divided up the Northwest Area Command. It had gotten so large, they split it into two. Captain Sasha Larkin is the captain. She is an amazing person.
She is amazing.
And an amazing team. And she heads up the Summerlin Area Command where you and I live, the area where we live.
We're lucky to have her.
And they do, as you said, Councilwoman, they do a lot of community outreach on Nextdoor, for example. A lot of posts on there, a lot of good information. So this is just going to help them be a little more effective in creating those videos or whatever.
Because now they're more virtual with COVID. So this is really going to help.
Yeah, it's been a challenge because you can't. We talked about First Tuesday. First Tuesday of every month, all the area commands invite people in. You can talk to the police officers that patrol your neighborhood if you have an issue that you want to talk to them about. Problem is, during COVID, we have really not had those as readily as in the past. But they're making do like everybody else these days, and so. But you want to check them out on Nextdoor or on their website. It's just a great way to stay in touch with what's going on in your community, like we do here at the city. So, and then, Councilwoman, you had tweeted this as well. You said, it was truly an honor to be recognized with this challenge coin as one of their national champions for victims' rights. And you're talking about those who were behind Marsy's Law, correct?
That's correct. When I was in the legislature, I was a big advocate and fought for Marsy's Law for victims' rights, and now I sit on their advisory board, and it was just an honor for them to recognize that. I mean, I didn't expect that. That was, I appreciated it very much that Linda Taché wanted to give me an award, challenge coin recognition. So.
Councilwoman, for those that don't know, walk them through what is Marsy's Law?
Well, it's a law that has been passed in many states across the U.S. Was started by a gentleman whose, I believe, his sister was murdered. And victims, this was a bill for victims to have rights in knowing about when they're coming up for parole and different things. It's really concentrating on the victim.
Yeah, and usually of major crimes, right?
Yes.
Primarily. So victims of their family members murdered or sexually assaulted, something like that. So, well, Councilwoman, it's been a busy 6 weeks since you've been on the show, as we've just seen here. But we want to tell everybody out there, as we promised, we always want to hear from you. So if you have something you'd like to share with Councilwoman Seaman, you can always find her on Facebook and Twitter. You can see she's very active on social media. You can also contact her just by picking up the phone. There's that number, 702-229-2420. Again, 702-229-2420. Or send her an email. Her address is vseaman@LasVegasNevada.gov, and she or one of her great staff will get back to you. Whatever the issue, we'll get you, even if it's not even a city issue, they'll get you pointed in the right direction. We've done a lot of that lately.
For sure. Thank you for having me again.
Great to have you on the program again. We'll do another show, have you back in 6 weeks with another update from Ward 2. And it'll go by just like that.
Yeah, I do want to mention one thing that's happening on Friday. We are dedicating the bridge.
The bridge, we got to mention that. Yeah, over Summerlin Park with a pedestrian bridge,
A young man, I think he was about 19, was avoiding a pedestrian on the Summerlin Freeway. I believe it was 4 or 5 years ago. I'm not sure of the exact year right now, but he was avoiding the pedestrian and he lost control and he died.
I remember.
And We just finished that beautiful bridge right over the Summerlin Freeway, and we are doing a little plaque dedication to this man. It was almost in the exact spot that he avoided a pedestrian.
Yeah.
So we'll be dedicated. So if folks want to come out, they can check on social media, but it's going to be this Friday, and we're happy to have anyone that wants to come and join us. But do check my social media. All the information is on Victoria D. Seaman on Facebook.
Yeah, and folks, that's the bridge that connects the Kellogg-Zaire Park with the south side of Summerlin Parkway.
That's right.
Anybody that commutes knows about that bridge, and thank goodness it's done now. It's done now. But it's a beautiful pedestrian bridge.
And it's the Bonanza Trail.
Yeah,
part of
and
the
it ties. That's
Trail.
the thing. It ties that trail. That's a major component to tying all that together. So if you're a bike rider, a walker, you want to get out with the dogs. It's just a great way to link all those trails together. So so we're dedicating it
come
Friday.
out.
And we know that some of you are going to see this after the fact because our show airs over the course of a week, but that's okay. Go check out the bridge if you can't get out to the dedication. So
go see the plaque.
Glad you mentioned that. Good stuff. Thanks for reminding everybody on that. So we'll see you back here in 6 weeks, and don't miss our next show, everybody, beginning on July 30th with Ward 5 City Councilman Cedric Creer. You can now catch all of our KCLV shows on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget, you can watch us live on the internet at kclv.tv. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next time around. Please stay safe.